The next point of current electricity is to compare the EMFs of two cells by using sum and difference method. Previous lecture we already studied about the first use of potentiometer to compare the EMFs of two cells by separate cell method or individual method. Now today our aim is to study about the comparison of EMFs of two cells by using sum and difference mode. First of all, let us see what do you mean of sum mode and what do you mean of difference mode. Here E1 and E2, these are the two given cells. When the negative terminal of E1 is connected to positive terminal of E2, then that combination is a sum combination or sum mode. When the negative terminal of first one cell is connected to positive terminal of another cell, then that mode is a sum mode. And whenever we are going to connect the negative terminal of first one cell to negative terminal of second one cell, then that mode is a difference mode. This diagram indicates sum mode. This diagram indicates difference mode. Now today our aim is to compare the EMFs of two cells by using sum and difference method with the help of potentiometer. We already know that potentiometer, it consists of a thin uniform wire having length of 1, 2, 3, 4 meter and fixed on a wooden board in between 2 points A and B. This is the diagram of potentiometer. Here driver cell of EMF E, plug K, rheostat RH, they are connected in a series across the potentiometer wire AB. A cell E1, its positive terminal is connected to point A and negative terminal is connected to E2 through reverse key. With the help of this reverse key, we are able to change the sum mode into difference mode as well as difference mode into sum mode. This is the circuit useful for to compare the EMF of two cells by using sum and difference method. The positive terminal of cell E1 is connected to point A, negative terminal is connected to cell E2 through reverse key. Here the jockey is connected to the combination of cells with the help of this galvanometer. This is the construction. See the sum points related to construction. These are the sum points related to construction. The circuit for comparison of two cells using sum and difference method as shown in figure. By using reverse key, we are able to change the mode of combination. A driver cell of EMF E, plug K, rheostat RH are connected in series across the wire AB. Now let us see the working. First of all, close the plug K and connect the given cell in a sum mode. And by touching the jockey at various points on the potentiometer wire, you obtain the point P at which galvanometer shows zero deflection. First of all, close the plug K, connect E1 and E2 in a sum mode, and by touching the jockey at various points on potentiometer wire, you obtain the point P at which galvanometer shows zero deflection. And you measure this length AP. Suppose it is L1. Length AP is L1. The distance between point A and point P on potentiometer wire is L1. Now, with the help of this reverse key, you connect the given cells in difference mode. By changing the mode of the combination with the help of this reverse key, you connect E1 and E2 in difference mode. And repeat the same procedure. By touching the jockey at various points on potentiometer wire, you obtain the point P dash at which galvanometer shows zero deflection. Then you measure the distance between point A and point P dash. Suppose it is L2. The distance between A, P dash, it is L2. These are the sum points related to working. The first one point, first of all, close the plug key K, find out the balancing length L1 when cells in sum mode. Again find out the balancing length L2 when cells are in difference mode. Let I be the current flowing through the wire and sigma be the resistance per unit length. Then I am able to write that E1 plus E2 is equals to I sigma L1. Here L1 is the balancing length when the given cells are connected in assist mode or sum mode, and E1 minus E2 is equals to I sigma L2. Here L2 be the balancing length when both the cells are connected in oppose mode. By taking the ratio of these two equations, we got E1 plus E2 divided by E1 minus E2 is equals to I sigma L1 divided by I sigma L2. This I sigma and this I sigma cancels each other. Therefore, the next step, E1 plus E2 divided by E1 minus E2 is equals to L1 divided by L2. Now, by taking the cross multiplication and after solving, see the next step, taking the cross multiplication, L2 into bracket E1 plus E2 is equals to L1 into bracket E1 minus E2. By solving this step, we got E1 divided by E2 is equals to L1 plus L2 divided by L1 minus L2. हे जी स्टेप आहे, या स्टेपनंतर तुम्ही कंपोनेंडो डिव्हिडंडो ही प्रोसेस करून, मॅथमॅटिकल प्रोसेस करून तुम्हाला जी लास्ट वन स्टेप मिळेल ती असेल E1 डिवाइडेड बाय E2 इज इक्वल्स टू L1 plus L2 divided by L1 minus L2. Final step by doing the componendo dividendo process. In this way, by knowing L1 and L2, by using this formula, we are able to compare the EMFs of two cells. By knowing L1 and L2 and by using this formula, we are able to compare the EMFs of two cells by using potentiometer. While performing this experiment, some precaution must be taken by us. The first one precaution is that the EMF of driver cell means capital E must be greater than E1 plus E2. Second one precaution is that the EMF of first one cell must be greater than the EMF of second one cell. And last one precaution, the positive terminals of all cells are connected to point A. Now let us see the another problem. A potentiometer wire has length 10 meter and resistance 20 ohm. Its terminals are connected to a cell of EMF 5 volt and internal resistance 5 ohm. What are the distances at which null points are obtained when cells of EMF 1.5 volt and 1.3 volt are connected so as to A option assist, B option oppose each other? From this problem, let us write the given data. See here the given information, given data. Length of the wire means LW is given, it is equal to 10 meter. Resistance of the wire is given, it is equal to 20 ohm. The EMF of driver cell, it is 5 volt, and the internal resistance of that driver cell, this is the internal resistance of driver cell, it is equal to 5 ohm. E1 1.5 volt, E2 1.3 volt. Here our aim is to calculate the balancing length when the given cells are connected in assist mode, means sum mode, and second one aim is to calculate the balancing length when that given cells are connected in oppose mode, that is the difference mode. Whenever our aim is to calculate the balancing lengths, at that time in solution, first of all you find out, whenever our aim is to find out the balancing lengths, in that case First of all, you find out the sigma. Sigma means resistance per unit length of the wire, means resistance of the wire divided by length of the wire. It is equal to 20 divided by 10, means sigma is equals to 2 ohm per meter. After calculating the sigma, after finding the value of sigma, now let us find out the current produced by the cell, driver cell. Current is equals to EMF of driver cell divided by total resistance. Total resistance means resistance of the wire plus internal resistance. By putting the value of EMF as well as the resistances, we got current is equals to 5 divided by 20 plus 5. Therefore, current is equals to 5 divided by 25. By solving this, we got current is equals to 0.2 ampere. Now, our aim is to find out the balancing length when the cells are connected in assistor mode. That the formula for it is equal to E1 plus E2 is equals to I sigma L1. By putting the values of E1, E2, current as well as sigma, we got 1.5 plus 1.3 is equals to 0.2 into twice L1. 1.5 plus 1.3, it is equals to 2.8, equal to sign as it is, 0.2 into 2, it is equal to 0.4 L1 as it is. That means 2.8 is equals to 0.4 L1. By solving this step, we got L1 is equals to 2.8 divided by 0.4 means L1 is equals to 7 meter. Now, second aim. Here our aim is to find out the balancing length when the cells are connected in opposed mode. For that, E1 minus E2 is equals to I sigma L2. By putting the values of all the physical quantities, we got 1.5 minus 1.3 is equals to 0.2 into twice L2. By solving this step, we got 0.2 is equals to 0.4 L2. Therefore, L2 is equals to 0.2 divided by 0.4. That means it becomes 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means it is equal to 0.5 meter. The next point of current electricity is related to determination of internal resistance with the help of potentiometer. This is the circuit diagram which is useful for to determine the internal resistance of a given cell with the help of this potentiometer. Potentiometer, it consists of a thin uniform wire which is fixed in between 2 points A and B on a wooden board. A driver cell of EMF E1, plug key K1, a rheostat RH. They are connected in a series across the wire AB. A cell whose internal resistance is to be determined, its positive terminal is connected to point A and negative terminal is connected to jockey through galvanometer. A resistance box and plug key K2, they are connected in series across this cell. These are the some points of constructions. See the first one point. In above circuit diagram, a battery of EMF E1, plug key K1 and rheostat RH are connected in series combination across the potentiometer wire AB. The positive terminal of cell E, whose internal resistance smaller, that is smaller, is to be measured, is connected to point A of the potentiometer. The jockey is connected to cell E through galvanometer. And the last one point of construction, a resistance box RB, plug key K2 are connected in series combination across the cell E. That means that series combination is connected across the cell whose internal resistance is to be determined. Now, let us see the some working points. First of all, close the plug key K1 and plug key K2 is open and find out the balancing length L1. Let I be the current flowing through the wire and sigma be the resistance per net length. Then we are able to write that EMF is equals to I sigma L1. This is the equation number 1. Now let us see the circuit diagram once again. Now let us start the working. Here the plug key K1 is closed, K2 is open. First of all, K1 is closed, K2 is open. Then after, by touching the jockey at various points on potentiometer wire, you obtain the point P at which galvanometer shows zero deflection. Then after, you measure this distance between point A and point P on that potentiometer wire, and suppose it is L1. Here K2 is open, therefore the resistance from the resistance box is out of the circuit, and here this whatever may be the balancing length L1, which balances the EMF of a given cell whose internal resistance is to be determined. Now then after, you close the plug key K1 as well as plug key K2. When K2 is closed, then take the suitable resistance from resistance box. Whenever we will take the suitable resistance from resistance box, then only external PD will comes in the circuit. Then after, you starts to touching the jockey at various points on potentiometer wire, and you obtain the point P dash at which once again that galvanometer shows zero deflection. Then you measure the distance A P dash, and it is L2. Here L2 is nothing but it is the balancing length for external PD. EMF is equals to I sigma L1. I be the current, sigma be the resistance per unit length, L1 be the balancing length for the EMF of a given cell. Now when both K1 and K2 are closed, take the suitable resistance capital R from resistance box, find out the balancing length L2. For that purpose, I am able to write that V is equals to I sigma L2. L2 is the balancing length for external PD of that given cell. By taking the ratio of equation 1 and 2, we got capital E divided by capital V is equals to L1 divided by L2. By taking the ratio of equation 1 and 2, we got capital E divided by capital V is equals to L1 divided by L2. We know the relation between EMF and external PD and internal PD. EMF is equals to external PD plus internal PD. External PD is represented by capital I into capital R external resistance, and the internal PD is represented by capital I into small r be the internal resistance of a given cell, and this is the external PD. For external PD there is a capital I into capital R. It is equals to L1 divided by L2. Now see the next step. From this step take I common. Here I is taken common, therefore the step becomes I into bracket capital R plus small r divided by capital I into capital R is equals to L1 divided by L2. This I cancelled. Therefore the remaining terms capital R plus small r divided by capital R is equals to L1 divided by L2. By giving the denominator to each term present on the numerator, means capital R divided by capital R plus small r divided by capital R is equals to L1 divided by L2. This R cancel each other, therefore it becomes 1 plus small r divided by capital R is equals to L1 divided by L2. By transferring this plus 1 to RHS, we got small r divided by capital R is equals to L1 divided by L2 minus 1. Then the next step becomes in this way, small r is equals to r into bracket L1 minus L2 divided by L2 bracket completed. By taking the LCM, we got इथे ना छेद समान करून घेतला आणि तीच टर्म इथे लिहिली आहे L1 minus L2 divided by L2. हा जो कॅपिटल आर या साईडला डिवाइड आहे तो ट्रान्सफर केला आर एच एसला तर तो मल्टिप्लाय होईल. त्यामुळे लास्ट इक्वेशन असं येईल, स्मॉल आर इज इक्वल्स टू कॅपिटल आर इंटू ब्रॅकेट L1 मायनस L2 डिवाइडेड बाय L2. Internal resistance is equals to shunted resistance into bracket bigger length minus smaller length divided by smaller length. By knowing capital R, L1, L2, we are able to determine the internal resistance of a given cell with the help of this formula. Now let us see the some advantages of potentiometer over the voltmeter. Also we are going to discuss about the disadvantages of potentiometer. Now first one see the advantages. Potentiometer is used to determine the internal resistance of cell, but voltmeter is unable to determine the internal resistance of cell. The potentiometer is used to determine the EMF of cell, while voltmeter measures only external PD. पोटॅन्शिओमीटरच्या साहाय्याने आपण इंटरनल रेजिस्टन्स मेजर करू शकतो. पोटॅन्शिओमीटरच्या साहाय्याने आपण EMF मेजर करू शकतो. मात्र व्होल्टमीटरच्या साहाय्याने फक्त एक्सटर्नल PDच मेजर करता येतो. पोटॅन्शिओमीटर इज मोर सेन्सिटिव्ह दॅन दी व्होल्टमीटर, and the sensitivity of potentiometer can be increased by increasing the length of the potentiometer wire. This is the very important advantage of the potentiometer over the voltmeter. The next one advantage, from this point it is clear that the potentiometer is more accurate, or the accuracy of potentiometer is always greater than the accuracy of voltmeter. Means voltmeter is less accurate and potentiometer is more accurate. By discussing all these some points related to advantage of potentiometer over the voltmeter, now we are going to discuss about some disadvantages of potentiometer over the voltmeter. First one disadvantages is that of potentiometer unable to show the direct reading, but voltmeter gives direct reading. पोटॅन्शिओमीटरच्या साहाय्याने आपल्याला डिरेक्ट रीडिंग पाहता येत नाही, मात्र व्होल्टमीटर त्याचा पॉइंटर तो रीडिंग डिरेक्टली इंडिकेट करू शकतो. पोटॅन्शिओमीटर इज नॉट इन पोर्टेबल साइज, बट व्होल्टमीटर इज in portable size. These are the some points of advantages and disadvantages of potentiometer over the voltmeter. Let us see the one of the problem. With the help of that problem we are going to find out the method how to find out the internal resistance of a given cell. Let us see the problem. A potentiometer wire of length 4 meter and a resistance 8 ohm is connected in series with a battery of EMF 2 volt and negligible internal resistance. If the EMF of cell balances against length of 217 centimeter of the wire, find the EMF of cell when the cell is shunted by a resistance of 15 ohm, the balancing length reduced by 17 centimeter. Find the internal resistance of cell. See the given data. Length of the wire it is equal to 4 meter. Length of the wire, symbol of length of wire LW. LW is equals to 4 meter. Resistance of the wire, it's a symbol RW, it is equals to 8 ohm. EMF of driver cell it is equals to 2 volt. The internal resistance of that driver cell, that is small r, is equals to 0. Here the balancing length is given, it is 217 centimeter, and our aim is to calculate the EMF for that particular balancing length. Here the shunt resistance is given, the value of shunt resistance capital R 15 ohm then the balancing length reduces by 17 centimeter, means L2 is equals to L1 is equals to L1 minus 17 centimeter, means L2 becomes 200 centimeter. Here the value of L1 217 centimeter, 217 minus 17 means 200 centimeter. Here our aim is to calculate the internal resistance of that given cell. Let us see the solution. In solution, first of all find out sigma. Sigma means resistance per unit length of the wire. Sigma is equals to Rw divided by Lw. By putting the values of all the physical quantities, we got sigma is equals to 8 divided by 4, therefore sigma is equals to 2 ohm per meter. Now let us calculate the current flows or current drawn from the driver cell. Current is equals to EMF of driver cell divided by the total resistance, means resistance of the wire plus internal resistance of that driver cell. Therefore current is equals to 2 divided by 8 plus 0. By solving this step, we got current is equals to 1 by 4. 1 by 4 means it is equals to 0.25 ampere. Thus current is equals to 0.25 ampere. Now our aim is to calculate the EMF of the cell for which the balancing length is given, and it is equals to 217 centimeter. Here L1 is equals to 217 centimeter. Whenever we are going to put up the values of the physical quantities current, resistance per unit length and L1, all that physical quantities must be in ESI system. For that purpose, that L1 is converted into ESI, means in meter. L1 is equals to 217 centimeter, means in meter it is equal to 217 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. Here E1 is equals to 0.25 into 2 into 217 into 10 raised to minus 2. 0.25 into 2 it is equals to 0.5, and by solving this term we got it is equals to 2.17. 0.5 into 2.17 means E1 is equals to 1.085 volt. Now our aim is to calculate the internal resistance of that cell. R1 is equals to shunt resistance into bracket bigger length minus smaller length divided by smaller length. By putting the values of shunt resistance as well as L1 and L2, we got 15 into bracket 217 minus 200 divided by 200. By solving this step, we got small r is equals to 15 into 17 divided by 200. After that, the value of internal resistance of that given cell becomes small r1 is equals to 1.275 ohm.